Hi beautiful souls, welcome to a new video. Let's talk about the suffering on this journey and what keeps you in this loop of hating this journey, wanting to get rid of it, wanting to die. Because we've all been there, and maybe sometimes you still are, or it feels like you are stuck again while things were going better for you. But the main thing that keeps you in this suffering is being focused on the other one, focus on the twin flame concepts. In general, trying to understand this journey from your minds, like how you were used to live your life by thinking about things, making decisions from the minds. So in general, it's identifying with your thoughts, because your thoughts are, especially on this journey, they are obsessed with the DM, with your other self. They are addicted to the twin flame label and concepts, and to constantly wanting to know more and watch predictions about what is going on in the DM's life, or when will things finally change. It all keeps you away from your own consciousness and your own power. And of course, like I mentioned already so many times in my other videos, the ego mind is the one thing that sees and creates separation, while it's an illusion for your consciousness, for all that is. It's impossible to see separation. There's constantly a flow of energy that affects, influences others, like everything is interconnected. And I think you, while watching this, already knows this. But now it's time to embody this, to actually feel this. And it's easy for the mind to constantly be busy with replaying the old stories of the behavior of our other self, of what they've said, or expectations, desires, missing, anything that has to do with them, their lives, the past, this whole connection, so to speak. Yeah, it's just when you finally come to this inner peace, you realize I was so obsessed. It wasn't even healthy at all, because it only feels healthy when we focus back on our own lives, on ourselves. But to the ego mind, that seems like the worst thing to do. It has so many resistance towards that, towards going to the present moment, to shift to your heart and to your soul. The mind prefers to think about the other one instead of feeling your feelings, feeling your existence, your aliveness, your passions, your goals in life. You are blinded by the idea of the other person. And because the ego mind creates so much resistance towards the present moment and towards your consciousness, the essence of what you are, it is playing all these stories. Like, see your ego mind as a hard drive, as a program, and it's constantly running old stories, old beliefs, not only about the other person but also about yourself, again and again and again and again. It constantly keeps you away of truth, of reality. And reality is the present moment. Is experiencing the present moments with an objective perception. Like everything is constantly brand new, what you experience. Everything just is. be curious about what you are seeing and feeling without labeling it, without putting these stories on it. But that's the thing that keeps you in the suffering, in the pain, in the wanting to die. See this mind, this ego mind, this hard drive, this program that saved all of these like circumstances and conversations that aren't even like the truth. Also, because why isn't that the truth? Your other self is mainly operating from their shadows, and we just assume with our mind, with our mental programs, what they are doing to us, or what that means, why they are behaving a certain way, why they are saying this, and so on. It's just an assumption. And the DM is constantly in their shadows. It's like they are wearing a mask of shadows. It's not even real, it's not the truth. They will regret many times afterwards what they said to you or what they did in their lives in general. But just acknowledge that this mind, this program, this thinking, it's an energy. It's an obsessed energy. It's so addicted. But it's not what you are. But the more you feed this, the more you focus on this and identify with, that's how you keep the loop alive of suffering. So how can you stop identifying with all these thoughts, with this mental program? By detoxing. By, I have so many tools that I give in my online course that help you to become aware of your thoughts, to create distance between your consciousness and your thoughts. But detoxing is like the most powerful tool to begin with. Why? Because you stop consuming, focusing on what feeds this obsessive energy within you. And for some divine feminines, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter, it's about your energy. Like, you are so terrified of, for example, deleting all the conversations that you had with your other self. But that's still your obsessive energy that's speaking to you, that wants to have control. That's the separation. The fact that you feel their presence oftentimes, that you feel their emotions, already proves that they are you. You are them. You share the same energetic blueprints. That's why they respond to your fearful energy, your obsessive, separation-based energy. They are you. You can't lose yourself. You are the one experiencing this. And also feeling their presence, because they are you. So please also, maybe you are a student of my online course Inner Union Activation, and you've had difficulties with like really applying what I've been saying about detoxing. It's like, it will give you so much inner peace. It will quiet the mind so much more, because the distractions disappear. And there's finally space again to focus on what really matters, on what you really are. Thank you everyone for being here again. I'll link, of course, my Inner Union Activation online course in the description of my video. If you still are in a lot of suffering and in the overthinking, I can promise you this course can change your life, your experience with this awakening journey for good if you apply everything that I'm saying. If you do this with an intention of wanting to feel good again, wanting to feel alive again, wanting to feel joy again and peace, and trusting that it's safe to surrender and to let go and to have a life of fulfillment that starts within.